in the pouch. Oh no.
Did you hear that little noise that Josie was making? That's the noise they make when they call their mum or they're scared. Josie is a rescue macropod, which is a redneck wallaby. Her mum was hit by a car and she has been given to a rescue organisation and we're currently looking after her. Here's her story. When joeys are really small, they live in the mum's pouch and it's nice and warm and they can have milk in there because their mum's teat is in there and they can have that whenever they want. If they lose their mum, like in Josie's case, then we have to give them a pouch. So we use a pillow slip and some really nice people knit some little special pouch covers for them, and they also have a little bag that they go in as well. And when they're really little and they don't have any fur, they're called pinkies, and we have to look after their temperature so that they keep warm all the time. Josie has some fur, so she's able to look after her own temperature, but she still needs to be in the pouch for most of the time while she's growing bigger. She comes out sometimes to explore and practice her jumping. Joeys like to eat the things that are in the Australian native bush. Things like dried leaves and fresh leaves, dirt, roots, and certain types of leaves. They even like apple tree leaves. They even like what we call termite biscuits. And if you've ever seen a termite house, it's like a big ant hill and it's got a sort of reddy brown dirt, and they like to nibble on that. So we get some for her to put into her little tray, and we call them termite biscuits because they're hard and they're like a little rock and they love them. It's really good for their tummy. When joeys are in their pouch, in their mum's pouch, they do suck on the teat all the time whenever they want. And because when they come into care, when they've lost their mum, they sometimes want to suck on something. So we will try and give them a dummy, but sometimes they end up sucking on their toe or their tail. And the organisation that we're licensed to volunteer with and care for joeys says that it's not a good idea for them to suck on their toes because it can affect their jaw and their alignment. That means the shape of their face and the way that they chew. So it could affect them later in life when they're an adult with their chewing of the grass and other things. So we try to discourage them from chewing and sucking on their toes. But this is Josie sucking or trying to suck on her toe. Josie loves chewing on sticks and bark and wood and exploring. She has a special aviary that we take her for walks in now that she's coming out of her pouch, so that she can safely move around without being attacked by eagles. We have big eagles here on the mountain where we live, which are the Australian wedge-tailed eagle. They're as big as the North American bald-headed eagle, but if not bigger, and they are a predator to little joeys, especially wallabies, and also other predators which are non-native predators like foxes and other types of birds. So we have to be very careful when we let her out to go for a play while she's still little. And also because she's super fast, way too fast for us. And just in case, because they do get spooked, they're spooky spook animal, because they're a prey animal, that sometimes they might get scared and confused and take off and hide, and then it will be very difficult for us to find her again. Joeys have special milk bottles and special teats. They're quite long to fit into the shape of their mouth. And there's different sizes for different ages and different types of joeys. And they have a special milk that they have that's made especially just for macropods and joeys in Australia. We can't feed them anything else because those types of things can make them really sick. So the only special milk we feed them for us is the ones that we choose to feed, which is Wombaroo. And that's a special formula just for kangaroos and wallabies and other macropods.